Filing a slip and fall lawsuit, is it worth it? Is it worth filing a slip and fall lawsuit if you have been injured? Before you file your lawsuit, you will need to consider whether it will be worth the amount of time you will need to put into your claim. This process can be very stressful and expensive, but if you know what you need to do and what the benefits and disadvantages are, you could make a much more knowledgeable decision. The benefits of filing a lawsuit. One of the benefits of filing a lawsuit is that you could receive a lot of money. Depending on the circumstances surrounding your case, you could end up being awarded tens of thousands of dollars. Paying for your medical bills. If you have been badly injured, you may have accumulated some very expensive medical bills, and you may need to be treated again sometime in the near future. This is where winning a lawsuit could help with the cost of your treatment. In some slip and fall claims, it's the defendant who has had to pay all previous and future medical bills. You may also be awarded monetary compensation for your pain and suffering too. Paying for loss of earnings. If you were injured in a slip and fall, you may have needed time off work. Again, this is where winning a lawsuit could help. You could be refunded, so to speak, for the loss of earnings, both past and future earnings in some cases. Helping to prevent other people being injured. If you were injured at work, for example, your employer may decide to mend the broken stairwell that you slipped and fell on so that no one else becomes injured. It's very likely that your employer will not want to be sued ever again, so you could help prevent another person's accident. Please read our Workplace Injuries and Your Legal Rights article for more information about accidents in the workplace. The disadvantages of filing a lawsuit. The major disadvantage of filing a lawsuit is the expense that comes with it. You will have to pay to file your complaint, for an expert witness, should you need one, for a court reporter, they transcribe the depositions, copying and mailing documents, your lawyer's fee, which could be 25 to 40% of the money you win. It's very time-consuming. Slip and fall lawsuits could take approximately 6 months to be resolved, but they may take even longer. Anyone who has previously filed a lawsuit is likely to tell you that the time element is the most frustrating part of a lawsuit. Proving your case. One of the hardest things you'll need to do is prove that the owner of the property that you slipped and fell in was aware of, or had notice of, the condition that is thought to have caused your fall. The fact is that property owners are legally allowed a specific, or reasonable, amount of time to discover and then make better the hazardous condition. This means that you will have to prove how long the property owner was aware of the condition and that nothing was done about it. The deposition. The deposition involves you being asked questions by the defendant's lawyer. You will have to give these answers under oath, and every single word will be recorded. Depositions can be hard, they can seem to go on for hours, and it may seem that the defendant's lawyer knows every single thing about your past and your medical history. If there is something in your medical history or your background that you would not like to talk about in court, you may want to think again about filing a lawsuit. Is filing a slip and fall lawsuit worth it? If you have only sustained a light injury from your slip and fall, such as a bruised arm, or a slightly sprained wrist, pursuing a lawsuit might not be worth it. However, if you have sustained bad injuries such as broken bones, a bad back and subsequently have large medical bills, it could be worth pursuing your case and taking it to court. Ultimately, the decision is yours, but you may want to seek professional advice from a personal injury lawyer first. Please be aware that you may have to pay for this advice, but you could come away with a better idea of whether your lawsuit is likely to win.